Now it's time for business news with Ari Rabinovitch. And Ari, we begin with the outer space where some history was made today.
Absolutely, and it's pretty cool to see some of the video footage as well, Melissa. I know we've got a few tapes here to show, but yes, the first time ever a private spacewalk. So, of course, astronauts have been in space before. Many the moonwalk, of course, as well as various spacewalks. But this is the first time that someone who is not technically an astronaut has done it himself. So this is tech entrepreneur Jared Isaacman. Him and his crew stepped out of a depressurized capsule along with his team at SpaceX. And up until now, those who could afford it were able to take short trips into space via a shuttle, but they were never allowed to actually step outside of a vessel. Now, although Jared and the team didn't free float like some professionals, they did spend about 15 minutes performing specific maneuvers, like you can see here, while still holding the ship. So kind of like stepping out onto a balcony, if anything, Melissa, but still pretty cool. And I don't know, if I had the money, who knows how much it would have actually cost them. I might do it too.
Maybe with our life savings eventually, maybe one day if we're lucky, or win the lottery.
Absolutely.
A Canadian airline is having trouble with its bottom line, Ari.
Yes, and we do talk about Air Canada a lot these days, Melissa, because of the imminent pilot strike. But another one of the big names, is having trouble with something else, balancing its budget. So Air Transat and its parent company, Transat AT, is now appealing to Ottawa as well as the Quebec government to help it deal with its strained balance sheet. So executives at the company say hundreds of millions of debt payments that they owe from pandemic-era financing has made it difficult to attract new capital and stay competitive in the industry. Now, the CEO says that there has been strong demand for leisure travel, but consumers are increasingly price conscious, and so that's no surprise given the current economic uncertainty. Transat also hit a bit of a financial burden with a few engine issues with some of its jets. A company known as Pratt & Whitney, the engine maker, took responsibility and offered Air Transat credits, but they really need more than that right now, Melissa.
Okay, now up next, Microsoft is making cuts to its video game division.
Yeah, so as the video game sector also deals with struggles of its own, a drop in demand because they cost a lot, new video games, not only to make but to buy. So with customers pulling back on their spending, there's now layoffs at Microsoft's video game division, another 650 job losses, in addition to about 2,000 others since taking over a company known as Activision Blizzard late last year. That company's behind names like Call of Duty and Candy Crush. And since that, a lot of job losses to keep up with that drop in demand, Melissa.
Okay, well, thank you, Ari. We will chat again tomorrow.
Chat then.